Hello coin collectors and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we have a 25 peseta collection from the country of Spain from the 1990s. These are of course all pre-Euro coins except for the two in the center, and those of you with sharp eyes can see that what we have here is a Euro 20 cent and a Euro 5 cent coin from Spain, and we'll talk about them at the end, but in the meantime let's see if we can go through the 25 peseta coins that we have here. And let's just start with this coin here. And it is a 25 peseta. It says 1991 on it. But the interesting part of this coin is more the back of the coin, because this is a confusing coin to many collectors. We see a man going over a high jump bar. So he's actually, you know how they do, they go over backwards when they do the high jump in the Olympics? This is a Fosbury flop, and there he goes over. There's a little M down there with a crown on it. Can you see that? When you have an M with a crown on it, that stands for the mint, on the mint mark, and that's Madrid Mint. Over here we have the Olympic symbol, both in Arabic and the regular symbol. And then over here we see that it says Barcelona 92, a dash 92 instead of 1992. And here, down here, it says 25 PTAs, which is 25 pesetas. Now, of course, this is a aluminum bronze coin, which means it has nickel, aluminum, iron, and manganese in it. And if we tip it up on its side, we see it has a smooth edge. Of course, it has a hole in the middle. And then on the front or obverse, we see that it has Juan Carlos I. It says España over here, or Spain. And then down here at the bottom, we can see that it says 1991. And there he is looking from right to left. Now, in 1991, they made a ton of these coins. They made 87 million. Next up, we have the 1992 that actually says dash 92 on it. So it's interesting because the Olympic one has the dash 92 on it, but that's from 1991. And all the Olympic coins from Spain came out the year before. In 1992, this one celebrates Seville, the city in Spain, Sevilla, 1992, but it doesn't have the 19. Then is a building from Seville in there. And if we flip it over, oh, I should tell you that this is, this building is Torre del Oro. And then if we flip it over, we see this really modernistic backside on this coin. Actually, this is the front side. Sorry about that. This is the obverse. It's a bioclimatic sphere, which was a symbol of Expo 92 in Seville. And this does have the full 1992, and this is a sphere. I think it's one of those climate things you could go inside and kind of, it was it could kind of keep itself going forever, like those spheres that people go into and try to live in. All right, then what's next? Well, next we have the 1993. The 1993 coin is also an interesting coin because it has a couple different things on it. On this side here, this is the obverse or front, it has El Pian de los Vientos. These are sculptures from Eduardo Chillida, I believe. And there's a sculpture here and a sculpture here. And I think there's some kind of big metal kind of sculpture like steel or iron. And one of them is on each side. And then, of course, above the hole it says 93, smooth edge. And then when we get to the back, we see that this is actually the facade of a university. And that's Oñate University. And it says 25 PTAs. País Vasco here, and again the M for the Madrid mint mark, and you can see the front of the university there. Next up we have the 1994, and we don't have one. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the 1994, and that was the Canary Islands one. And that for some reason is very collectible, and I don't have one. So I'm going to go straight to the 1995. Same thing, same hole, same material, aluminum, bronze, same 25 pesetas. And then if we look at this one, of course, it says España or Spain, 1995. And then here we have another building, and this is St. Esteban Church in Segovia. We can see that right there, St. Esteban Church in Segovia, smooth edge. And then we get to the back, and we have this really kind of fun and funny sculpture on engraving on the back. And it does say Castilla y León, and it's 25 PTAs. We see the mint mark way up here on this one. And this particular coin, translates into Castile and León, two, I believe, provinces of Spain. And they are 222 million of these. 222 million of these coins were made. Not rare, not valuable, maybe worth 25 cents in the United States. Next we have the 1996, and again a great, now this one, you see that it's a little bit like some of the modern coins in the sense that it has Don Quixote on it, and this is Castilla-La Mancha, or the Man of La Mancha, and it's an autonomous community in Spain, and Don Quixote is on one side, and the windmill's on the other, and he's getting ready to tilt at that windmill anytime now. And of course, Don Quixote is a character in a book written by Miguel de Cervantes, who is on the euro coin. We'll see that in a second. It says 1996 at the bottom. There's a windmill, smooth edge. And if we get to this side, we see that it says Castilla La Mancha. And I believe it's a pretty mountainous area, and we can see the mountains and the trees in this engraving. Next up, we have the 1997. And in 1997, they, on the 25 peseta coin, they had the Palace of the Assembly of Melilla. It says 1997. Sorry, I'm not a great pronouncer. And you can just see, actually, you can see the clock in it, and you can see all the other different stuff. Just a really nice palace. And there's the España, 1997. If we flip it over, we see that on the back, it says Melilla. Then it says 1497 to 1997. So it's 500th anniversary. There's the mint mark, 25 PTAs. And what we see here is some ancient Phoenician amphora, which I believe is like a vase kind of thing, or a storage container here. So it's from a long, long time ago, but this coin celebrates the 500th anniversary of Melilla. Here's 1998. And so for 1998, we see a coin which has the walls of Sieta on it, and it is an engraving by Esther Gonzalez Pastor. And we can kind of see it says España at the top. It doesn't say Sieta on it, just has the walls. But it does have some interesting stuff here in this kind of tower structure. And again, we see some clouds and stuff going through. And on this side, we see that it does say Ceuta, 25 PTAs. And then what we have there is the Virgin of Africa. And so this is a statue, the Virgin of Africa, a religious statue, which is here on the right with 25 PTAs on the left, and the mint mark there. And then finally, for this series of coins, we have, we have these two that came after. And there's Manuel de Cervantes there. And my camera is just not behaving today. I think maybe I got to be nicer to it. And there's Cervantes right there in the center of the 20 euro cent coin. So each country in the euro that does the euro has their own coins. And this, on the 20 cent euro coin, says España. It says Cervantes there, and you can see him with his quill pen, 1999. So this is the first 20 euro cent coin to come out. It came out in 1999 and replaced the 25 peseta coin. and it has it is a Begonia Castellanos Garcia engraving on the front. And then on the back, of course, we have the Luke Leutsch first map of the euro cent. You can see the countries up here. And then this one is interesting because it has the indentations on it. The so-called Spanish flower indentations. They go all around the edge. There are 7 of these indentations that go around for the 20 euro cent. And you can see the engraver's initials here, Luke Leutsch, right there. And because I wanted to make it 25, I also included the 5 euro cent, and this is Spain, and this is a 2000 version of the 5 euro cent coin. We flip it over and you can see the 5 euro cents on it. And I also wanted to say one last thing, and that is that Spain did have coins with holes in them in the old days too, and this is a 1949 version of a Spanish coin. Now, these ones are, you need to actually be very careful with these ones because they do